Paige, we need to talk immediately.
Huh?
Today, okay?
Are you okay, Mom?
I don't want you calling me a mother. You're a loser.
What is it all of a sudden? Will you explain what's going on?
You don't have any idea?
Well, no. I don't even know why you're calling me a loser.
Be quiet, you beggar.
Now I'm a beggar. Will you please calm down and explain?
I can't calm down after seeing your bank account.
My bank account?
You didn't lock your laptop and left it on the dining table.
What? Why are you at my place? Did you make a duplicate key again? We talked about this. Please ask before you come to our house. What are you even doing there?
That doesn't matter now. You only have $10 in your account.
$10?
You work for a big company and your balance is only $10? You must be spending a lot. When you and Alex visited me before you guys got married, I said okay because you had a decent job at a mega company. But your balance is $10? What the hell is this? Are you not making enough or spending too much? Get a divorce right now and get out my son's house.
Let me tell you something. I have no recollection of that account. There's no reason for me to leave.
You deny what I've surely seen with my own eyes?
That's not my account, so I don't know what to do.
Oh no! What kind of a person you are! You're such a loser! You're a beggar! You're a spender!
All of them are wrong.
I feel sorry for Alex. He'll divorce you for sure.
Alex, how's your friend's wedding?
Hi, Paige. It's going great. What's up?
I think your mom made a duplicate key to the house again.
What?
I'm sorry to bother you when you're in a festive mood.
It's okay, and there's nothing to apologize. I mean, I took away her duplicate key last time.
I know, and I saw you at that you did. But she was here again today without permission.
Oh no. How many duplicate keys did she make? And what did she do this time? Did she smash all the dishes?
She saw a bank account with a balance of $10.
What?
She said the laptop was on the dining table. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, that's probably my fault.
What? Oh, yeah?
We were talking about moving a good chunk of money into our CD the other day. So, this morning, I transferred all but $10. I think I didn't turn off my laptop.
Oh, that's why the account has $10.
Yep. This morning, right before I went to the wedding. I was busy changing into my suit and totally forgot about closing my laptop. I usually close all the windows and turn it off. I'm a cautious person, you know.
I see. That makes sense. I left before you did this morning, so I wondered what was happening.
I'm sorry it got messy. I'll talk to Mom about it.
Please.
Wait a minute.
What?
I think we can use this situation. Don't you?
Use this situation?
It's what we're talking about when my mom made a duplicate key without permission last time.
What? Oh, that?
Yeah, I was serious about it. What do you think?
I don't know. I'd appreciate it if you're okay with it, but...
Then it's settled. I hope you're fine if it gets messy.
It's okay. I trust you.
Thank you. Let's have a strategy meeting when we get home.
Sure.
Paige, looks like you're ready to listen to me now. I found a divorce paper on the living room table.
Huh? Did you enter the house without permission again?
That's not important. You're getting a divorce, right? I told Alex about your account, and I guess it worked.
Oh, you told him? Then you'd understand. That's Alex's bank account.
Don't lie to me, loser.
I'm not lying. It's not good to accuse someone without checking the evidence.
Alex seemed to be trying to cover for you by saying that. But you signed the divorce papers just as I told you. I was right. You loser, get out of our life.
I see. I wanted to give you one last chance.
The last chance?
I don't care if you believe me or not anymore.
Huh?
That's enough. Excuse me.
What the hell is this? Well, if the divorce is finalized, I don't care about anything else. I will make sure that Alex's old room is clean and tidy. He can come home whenever. Paige, I just finished work.
Thanks for your hard work.
I saw the text you sent me. I guess it didn't work.
Yeah, well,
I thought I'd given her one last chance. She has accumulated decades of lousy temperament. Even I couldn't handle it.
Are you okay? After all, she's your mother. Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm fine. Actually, a part of me feels good about it. After all, my dad's on the verge of a mental breakdown because of my mom. She's a monster. No one can change her mind. She thinks her way or the highway.
I see.
I appreciate your concern. I've already over it. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'll see you at the new place then.
Yes, I'm leaving home now.
Paige! What is this all about? I thought you were divorced, but Alex never came home. I went to the house today to check on him, but I couldn't use my key. Not just that, your neighbor told me that there's no one living there now. Where on earth have you taken Alex? Give me back my Alex! Mom, stop texting Paige. Alex, where are you now? Come back to our house as soon as possible. We'll live together again, just like in old times. Live together? Did we ever get along, Mom? What are you talking about? We've been good for a long time. When your father ran away, you stayed with me. Because if I hadn't, he wouldn't have been free.
What?
You got pregnant with me to keep Dad from leaving you, right?
Oh no, that's not true.
Dad was terrified by your obsessive behavior. Did you know that he went to see a psychiatrist? Well, so I stayed with you so that Dad could leave and be free.
What?
But that's over now.
What do you mean?
I don't ever want to lose Paige. She married me knowing all these things.
Huh?
What are you talking about? You're already divorced. Nope.
Huh?
That divorce paper is fake.
Fake?
You were bothering Paige about the bank account and told her to get a divorce. We wanted to see your reaction when you see the fake divorce paper. I wanted to know if you would listen to what I had to say. That's what we wanted to know. I had to laugh because everything went as badly as I had expected.
What?
I'm all done with you.
What?
We moved out of the house without telling you.
What are you talking about? What did she do to you? Are you brainwashed? If so, I'll get you a lawyer or something.
I told you we moved most of the money to CD. And that account is mine. You didn't even check it and assumed it was Paige's.
But she only had $10. She must be spending a lot behind you then.
Again, we moved most of the money to CD. I also explained that the account was mine. You didn't listen to me at all. You don't care what I say. You don't care about my feeling.
Alex?
There's no point in talking to you. I'm done.
Huh?
Please do not contact us anymore.
Wait!
Goodbye forever.
Immediately after this, both Alex and I changed our phone numbers. This alone was not enough to make us feel secure. We asked his relatives, and they agreed to keep eyes for a while. We started moving to the UK, where Alex's father lives. Alex's dad is running a business there, and Alex is supposed to help him with that. My request to transfer to the UK branch office was approved, and in fact, I have already left for the UK. On the other hand, my mother-in-law somehow learned that we moved somewhere in the UK, but she does not know how to find us. She's stressed out and broke down one day. She lives in a facility where no one comes to visit her.
Hello, Mira. I wanted to talk about my birthday this weekend. Good evening, Kathy. Are we having a party again this year? Yes, of course. I've ordered a fine French catering service. I'll invite relatives, close friends, and neighbors. You and Kevin will be here too, right? Well, Kathy, what is your budget for this party? Budget? Let's see. I heard that when my celebrity friend had a party of the same size, it cost around $4,000. It will probably be about the same. That's a lot. What? Any issue? It's 4 months' worth of your mortgage we're paying for you. Huh? My mortgage? I don't want to be too stingy with your party, but shouldn't you pay the mortgage if you can afford such a luxury? Don't you think there's a priority? Huh? A priority? Why should I care about that? That's something you and Kevin should take care of. Don't expect me to pay. I'm not. I'm only talking about common sense. Your common sense is nonsense. What the? Oh my God, I can't talk to you anymore. I'll talk to Kevin about my birthday. Just let me know if you can make it or not. Mira, about my birthday party we talked about yesterday, I've invited more people and it will be around $5,000. What? I've also decided to invite my friends from hula lesson. You need more money for your party? Yes, since you're being so stingy, I'm letting you know ahead of time. Kathy, are you sure you're okay with this? Huh? Jem is working hard far away from his hometown where you're spending a lot of money. Are you sure you're doing the right thing? What's with that tone? Don't be disrespectful to your mother-in-law. I'm just saying that I'm worried about you. We're doing okay. I don't want you to worry about us. Shouldn't you be worried about yourself? Oh, me? Are you saying you don't have any financial issues? Not so much. Huh? I'm sure I don't need to worry about it for now, but... I can't believe you're saying that! I knew it! You're after my money! Well, what? I feel like I'm going crazy talking to you. I'll only contact you when I need to in the future. My blood pressure is rising. Now, if you'll excuse me. Kevin, how's your business trip? Do you have a minute? Hi, Mara. What's up? It's about your mom's birthday party tomorrow. Ah, yeah. She told me it's from 6 p.m. Have you heard how much the party's going to cost? What? No. But with their financial situation, not much, right? Well, that's the thing. She ordered a fancy French catering service, which will cost $5,000. $5,000? That's a lot of money for just inviting relatives. It looks like she's inviting more people. Her friends, neighbors, people from a hula lesson. So that makes it $5,000. I talked to her about the mortgage, but she didn't really care about it. She was upset that I mentioned that. Well, of course I'd like to celebrate her birthday, but we're helping them with their mortgage, and your mom spends all their money like this. I agree. If she has the money to do that, she should pay off the mortgage first. But I don't think your mom is going to listen to me. Either way, the party is tomorrow. It's too late to cancel the catering service. Besides, my mom would not listen to my opinion. I'm the youngest of the 3 brothers. She complained about me getting married before my older brothers. Well, we have no choice but to let her throw a $5,000 party this time. We will see her tomorrow. I'll keep a close eye on her. I'll call my dad too. Yes, that would be great. See you tomorrow. Good night. Okay, good night. Mira, you came to the party with Kevin after all, didn't you? Yes. I heard that you told Kevin to come as a couple. Yes, I want people to have a good impression of my family. If Kevin didn't show up with you, I don't know what people would say behind my back. Oh, I see. But I want you to stay in the kitchen when the party starts. Why? Because you don't qualify to have fine French food. Yes? Qualified? You're being punished for not living up to your level. You are always worried about money because you have $1,000 monthly mortgage. Is that really what you think? I'm saying it because I'm the only one who can say it. You bought that expensive condo because you want to show off. What? You have no money, but you made $1,000 mortgage. And yet, you want me to save on my birthday party and put it toward paying off the mortgage. Shame on you. Oh, that's how you interpreted it? No wonder we're not on the same page. My party is about to start, so get back in the kitchen. And when the time is right, pretend you're sick and go home. That way, people will understand. What's the point of doing that? I told my folks I'm in the process of disciplining my beggar daughter-in-law. A beggar? After half an hour or so, you can leave anytime you want. I don't understand. You're not worthy of being my daughter-in-law, so get the hell out of here. I see. I'll stop paying the mortgage then. What? I'll stop paying $1,000 a month from now on. I don't know what you're thinking, but it's you and Kevin who will be in trouble if you do that, isn't it? Kevin and I are leaving now. Yes, please. Mira, hey, pick up. I need to talk about the $1,000 mortgage. Is it true that the $1,000 mortgage is for my house? Oh my, did you hear that from someone? From my relatives at the party. I see. I thought it was a bad joke on the day of that party. But I found out that I hadn't made a payment this month due to an insufficient balance in my account. I didn't understand what was going on. Yes, I had transferred $1,000 each month to Jim's account to pay for your payment. I had no idea. You understand why Jim was transferred to the remote factory, right? I do. He was demoted and his salary was drastically reduced to take responsibility for his team. He was also transferred to an understaffed remote factory. Yes, that's right. A substantial pay cut will affect your life, won't it? Jim asked us for help, thinking that he may be unable to pay the mortgage for almost 7 more years. I am earning a decent amount from a side job, so I decided to help you guys for the time being. What about your expensive condo? I thought you and Kevin took a loan to buy the condo. That was also around when Jim was transferred. The condo is my uncle's property. Eh? Your uncle? I thought I told you about that. My uncle heard about us helping you guys, so he kindly let us stay in the condo with him. Letting you guys stay with him? We're just renting a room in a unit. We don't have a luxurious life. Oh, okay. Jim suggested that we move in with you, but you vehemently opposed it, so we settled on the current arrangement. Is that what was going on? You said if I live with my son, I should live with the first or second son, not the third son and his wife. Don't you remember banging the table and refusing to give in? Yeah. I didn't think we were talking about that. We told you everything I just told you. Huh? Jim, Kevin's brothers, Kevin and I. We had a family meeting, right? This is what we talked about then. What? Well, you were half asleep. You only woke up when you refused our suggestions. When we asked you to start working to support the family, you said no. You also said no to Kevin and I moving in with you. We couldn't agree, and I had to compromise a lot in the end. But I never thought that you had rejected me without understanding our suggestions. I didn't realize that. Well, Jim told me that I don't need to help you guys anymore. What? Since you two can't pay your mortgage, he decided to sell the house. Sell? Sell my house? That's right. He didn't want to sell his house, but he felt terrible about making us help you guys. Kevin and his brothers told Jim about your spending spree, and he decided to give up. Jim also promised to pay me back all $6,000 that I paid. I had no idea. Jim is coming back home temporarily, isn't he? I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about then. Please ask Jim about this from now on. Mira? I have nothing more to say, so if you'll excuse me. Well then. A few days later, Jim returned home. We had another family meeting at Jim's and Kathy's. First, about the sale of their house. Then, about the $5,000 birthday party. So many abusive words toward me, who was financially helping them. Finally, Jim put the divorce forms in front of Kathy. Kathy was shocked, but she was planning to move in with her first or second son. However, they got jobs overseas. They left their mother. We moved out of my uncle's condo without telling Kathy our new address. Kathy was fired from her first job as a cashier after she stole some money. She is now living alone with little money left, which was given to her after the divorce.
You're just a wife, so you better not be using hot water for cleaning. I just added a little hot water. It's so chapped and it stings. Don't talk back to me. I was right to come back and get what I forgot. I didn't realize you were so sneaky when I'm not around. You don't have to say it like that. I'd want to give you a beating, but I've got a tea party with a friend. You better remember when I come back home. You're going to redo all the cleaning. It's hard to clean during the winter. Yesterday, you were worried about Lindsay saying it must be hard to clean at school when it's cold. Wife and grandchildren are two different things. I don't care if you bleed or lose fingers. I don't care at all. You're so cruel. Do all the cleaning and weeding with your bare hands. Use cold water, rain or shine 24/7. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm doing everything as you say. As punishment for using hot water, you're not having dinner tonight. I didn't eat anything yesterday. Just drink water. It won't kill you. That's too cruel. Are you disobeying your mother-in-law? You have some nerve. I'd like to see your parents' faces. Oh, right, they're not here anymore. Don't talk bad about my parents. It's true. They're the ones who made this useless human being. That's too much. I don't have a penny to spend on the wife. Even drinking water is a waste. Just don't eat or drink. Why are you so... You don't like me that much? I'm just educating the wife. Are you still trying to talk back to me? Have you forgotten what happened a month ago? You mean the time I was sick and had no choice but to order takeout for dinner? The next day, my clothes were soaking wet. I never thought you'd do something like that to me. I just did your laundry. In the closet? Maybe there was a leak or something. You did a bad thing, so maybe God was just punishing you. I just couldn't move because I was sick. You're overreacting. You act normal to me in front of Alex and Lindsay. Of course, I have no choice but to do that for the wife's education. I don't want to be the bad person because of you playing the victim. You only do it when they're not around so you don't get caught. If you don't say anything, it won't be a problem. It's not normal to make threats like that. I can't take it anymore. I'll talk to Alex. Fine, tell Alex. He's going to throw you out anyway, and he'll only make it quicker. What are you talking about? You're so pathetic. You don't know anything. Alex is divorcing you. What? They're already talking about remarrying. She's beautiful and very rich. Don't bullshit me. He hasn't shown any signs of that, and I don't believe you. He's keeping it a secret from you. They had dinner together the other night. They're perfect for each other. Alex, that can't be. You can't be serious. Poor you. You'll be all alone soon. I'll raise Lindsay at home. You're going to take away my daughter too? She'll be poor with you. She's only 7 years old. She'll be fine with her new mommy. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry for your loss. Oh yeah, you'll have to clean up the other apartment first thing tomorrow morning. What? The other apartment? Your husband's study. There's no point in having a dead man's study. I want to use it as a storage place. It's your last job, so do it properly. Okay. I can't think straight. What's going on? Did Alex really do that? Is Lindsay unhappy when I'm around? I'm sorry. I'm confused. My name is Angela, a 35-year-old housewife. 6 months ago, my father-in-law passed away, and my mother-in-law cried that she missed us, so we decided to move in with her. But that was a mistake. As soon as I moved in with my mother-in-law, She changed. She started to bully me. Many people made me annoyed by my weak attitude. My parents died early in life, and I grew up in a relative's home, but I was treated like a servant. If I did as I was told, if I didn't complain, I could eat food. I would never get hurt. I was unconsciously influenced from my past. I always think, if my husband and daughter are happy, I just have to put up with it. I hate myself for this. And now, my brain is in a panic because of what my mother-in-law told me. All I can think about is the loop of questions. I trust Alex, but my mother-in-law's words keep flickering, and I'm afraid to listen to them. But then, my mother-in-law pushes even harder. I turned off the breaker at the other apartment. Heating is a luxury for a housewife. What? It's a waste of electricity for a wife who's just cleaning the room. What are you talking about? It's below freezing temperatures. Without heating, I'll freeze. Then just freeze. The heat is off, isn't it? Oh no, it doesn't work. The breaker is outside. You can't turn it back on. I'll just go outside. What? It won't open. It won't work. It won't work. It's locked with a deadbolt and a padlock. Why are you doing this? It's been extremely cold since yesterday. There's a lot of snow on the ground. Big icicles are forming. Maybe we should do a sword fight. Stop joking around. Below freezing, no heat. The windows are shut with bars. There's not even a phone in the house. The worst. I mean, that's the best environment. I don't want to be harassed anymore. Please open the door. It's so cold. I can't. I'm going out now. What? Stop joking. Please. Hey, you know what? There's a trick up there. A loophole? No. My husband was a writer, right? Sometimes he didn't like to hear from editors. Huh? I asked a friend of mine who's a radio enthusiast to install a jamming device in the room. One push of a button and this whole place goes out of range. This switch right here, next to the breaker. Oh my God! Switch is on! Alex is now a single man. Saves the trouble of getting a divorce. You're useless, so there's nothing to do. Don't come out as a ghost, okay? I won't be able to see the text anymore, but goodbye forever. Say hello to my husband on the other side. Where are you, Angela? Don't tell me you're still at the other apartment. I locked the door thinking you finished cleaning long ago. I opened the door right away. Please, please be alive. Nice try, but I'm still alive. Huh? Is this a fake text to make it look like an accident? You deleted the text you sent when you locked me in. How in the world? It's all thanks to Lindsay. What? What can a 7-year-old do? That other apartment was Lindsay's secret play area, and she built a hidden passage. She found me lying on the floor and immediately contacted Alex. How did she get in touch with him? Lindsay's cell phone was out of range. Anyway, she rushed to your house to get a blanket to keep me warm. She realized the landline at your house works and called Alex in tears. The 3 of us are at the hospital now. What? Alex too? Of course! He called an ambulance as soon as he heard from Lindsay. He even left work early and rushed to the hospital. I see. Lindsay has something she wants to say. I'll hand over the phone. I won't forgive you, bitch. Lindsay? I can't believe a girl would say that. Shut up! You're a piece of shit who did terrible things to Mommy. Grandma is always nice. Don't say that. Shut up! I'll turn into a sketchy star and punish you. Come on, count your sins. I never thought Lindsay was so barbaric. I guess her mother's bad parenting came around. Calm down. This is a line from a hero that Lindsay is addicted to. What? It's from a TV show called Go Power Rangers. I'm surprised. But it doesn't change the fact that she's angry. She doesn't even want to see you anymore. Oh, it's just a misunderstanding. I'm so glad you're okay, Angela. I'm so happy I'm about to cry. It's so obvious. You tried to lock me up and make me disappear. How can that be? My memory's a little fuzzy. I'm so confused. No, it was definitely you. I don't know what on basis you're making that statement. There isn't even a text message left. How could you do this to me when I'm so worried about you? You were going to call the police yourself when you saw that I wasn't breathing, weren't you? That's when you were going to remove the bar and padlock. That's just speculation. You're being paranoid. The police came with the ambulance. What? Oh, what's wrong? Are you panicking? It's not good that the police came first. It's going to mess up your plans. Sure enough, as soon as they saw the situation, they decided it was a case. They had my testimony, evidence, and fingerprints all over the place. God damn it! You were a corrupt person to begin with, but now you're legally a criminal and a confirmed scumbag. Well, it's not much of a crime if it's your first attempt. Just act cool and I'll get away with it. You're a scum to the core, aren't you? You've been talking arrogantly for quite some time now. You're so proud of your victory that you think you've turned the tables? The wife should be scared. I just realized that I can't be weak. When I woke up in the hospital bed, the first thing I saw was Alex and Lindsay's crying faces while holding my hands. I wanted to protect them both, and as soon as I thought that I had to be strong, I was no longer afraid of anything. There is nothing I fear more than losing Alex and Lindsay. Your final line is so empty. Alex is divorcing you. You're going to lose him now. I asked him about that right after I woke up. Alex isn't thinking of divorce. You are mistaken. Huh? Well, his expression of concern for me was full of love. Intuitively, I thought divorce was impossible. Forget the love. What do you mean a misunderstanding? I did indeed saw the two of them coming out of the restaurant at a luxury hotel. I asked him later, and he said she was the daughter of the president of one of his business partners. Is that all? No mention of divorce or remarriage? He didn't say that, but you would think so. If you weren't here, he'd have a smooth remarriage, and I'd have the upper hand. It's all about money with you. You thought you could take advantage of it and live a rich life, didn't you? What's so wrong with that? I want to live like a celebrity. The dinner was just for business. It wasn't only Alex. His boss and co-workers were with him. The daughter is married to begin with. What? I thought this would make Alex happy. It's clearly for your own happiness. Greedy old grandma making a hasty decision and almost costing my life. It's so annoying. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. My true voice came out. Angela, does Alex know? Of course he knows everything. Of course I told him about this case, and I also confided in him about you bullying me. He cried and apologized. Wait, you don't think Did you finally realize? Alex and Lindsay are furious. We're cutting ties with you. I can't have that. I don't want to be alone. You did that to yourself. We'll charge you for my medical treatment and alimony. I don't have any money. Don't you have your husband's insurance money? I gambled and went to host clubs, so I don't have any. Wow, you really are a scumbag. It would be better for the world if you were arrested. Don't say that. You'll help me, won't you? Or family. Why you think I would even help you in the slightest is a mystery to me. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. Have you ever heard of the radio law? What's that? It's illegal to emit radio waves without a permit or license. Violation of the radio law is also illegal. Huh? The neighbor's house seems they had some interference, and the husband who works from home had a hard time. His house is behind your other apartment, so I guess it affected him. That's a lie. My husband had no problem. The neighbor just finished the house last month and moved in. When your husband was using it, there were no houses around, so I guess it wasn't a problem. That's not fair. I can't be the only one guilty. Both your husband and the friend who built the device had permission to use it in the first place. They found a permit on a bookshelf in the back of the apartment, but not you. Wait, I just didn't know. I didn't do it on purpose. The damage to the neighborhood may have been unexpected, but it was malicious and deliberately directed at me in the first place. Why don't you get arrested and have a taste of your own medicine? Oh no, I don't want to go to jail. Change your testimony. Can you imagine what it's like to freeze in the cold and lose consciousness? The fear and frustration at the thought of your life ending here. Compared to that, prison is pleasant. Okay, I'm sorry. Please help me. At least, please don't cut ties as a family. How selfish can you get? You sound like a pathetic child. Take responsibility for what you did. Because I don't want to. Please help me. I refuse. Goodbye forever. Wait, I don't want to be alone. My mother-in-law was arrested and sentenced to prison on her actions. She is paying medical treatment and alimony through a lawyer. I heard that our neighbor also filed a claim for damages. I'm sure she will have to pay them on her own after she gets out of prison. My family and I cut ties with my mother-in-law and moved into a new house. Our new life is peaceful and we are very happy. The three of us laugh watching Power Rangers. I wonder if our fourth new family member in my belly can hear us.
I will not let a poor bachelor inherit a house. Who is it? What kind of nerve to forget your brother? My brother disappeared 5 years ago beyond the stars. What am I, a meteorite? If only he'd exploded like a big bang. I would be so happy. I took your wife, but how long have you been holding on? Like in a soap opera, you took her away during a wedding ceremony. Who wouldn't resent me for that? I was so cool then. Don't indulge yourself. Don't ever contact me again. Hey, we need to talk. I don't have anything to talk to you about. I do. I heard you inherited Mom and Dad's house. They did give me the house as an inter-virus gift. What's that got to do with you? You can't legally cut me off. So, I should have the right to inherit the house. How can you be so bold after bringing so much shame to our family? You're overreacting. I went around apologizing to everyone in attendance. I was so miserable. Kate asked me to do it. She asked me to come to get her like Prince Charming. You come on the moat, though. I couldn't arrange a horse. The moat was so too tiny. Kate had to run away dragging her dress. You don't have to remember every single thing my fiancé was taking from me. How could I forget? You're a stubborn man, aren't you? That's not true. What? She left me for you. I don't have any remorse for the stupid woman, but I do have a grudge against you guys for humiliating me. That's more disgusting. I want nothing to do with you for the rest of my life. That's all. Hey, we are not done yet. We haven't even talked about the inheritance. I thought if I digress, you let me off the hook. I guess you're not that stupid. You've been looking down on me. Don't get carried away, you single loser. You're old-fashioned. Many people stay single nowadays. You always come at me with whatever I say. I've always hated that. Because what you say is always off. I don't get it. You're square and not fun, but people like you so much. I'm the one who always greets neighbors. You always stare at people, puffing on a cigarette. I'm not surprised people have a different impression. You went to a good school, graduated from college, got a cute fiancé. I was angry that you're on with everything. That's why I took Kate away from you. Is that why you took her from me? Yes, but they decided to give you the house when I thought I would one. You've got to be kidding me. I'm not fighting with you. Shut up. I can't allow you to get a good deal. I'm taking the house. That's not going to happen. Do you think I'm stupid? That's not what I'm saying. I'll take it. I'm going to take it from you forcefully. Listen, Marco. Give me the house and get the hell out. You'll be in a lot of pain if you don't. My name is Kason. I'm 35 years old. 5 years ago, on my wedding day, my brother eloped with my fiancé. It was the second most shocking event in my life. By the way, number one is when I helped someone lying on the little path, and the person happened to be the head of a mafia group. Oops, I digress. My younger brother, Marco, was a good, friendly boy when he was little. But when he was a teenager, he joined a gang group. He quickly became a problem child. My parents had to bail him out so many times. He dropped out of high school. Another gang group beat me a couple of times because I was his older brother. It's been 5 years since I lost my fiancé. I had almost forgotten that he even existed. Suddenly, I got a message from him. I thought about blocking it, but I didn't know what they might do if I cut off contact. I thought I'd wait and see what would happen. However, he took action quickly. You should run away. What now? You guys can't have the house. I don't care about the house. Just run away. What's going on? Marco is asking his buddies to help him. What? He says he'll drive around your house and have a good time. You're going to shoot some fireworks and play some loud music. You're kidding, right? It's true. He is expecting 20 or more people to show up for him. They will be there in a couple of hours. That guy? How much more trouble does he have to get people into? Your mother has a heart condition, right? Yes. Engine noises and fireworks are not good for her, so get out of the house and as soon as possible. It's okay. What? Don't worry, it's okay if Marco comes. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm surprised you remember about my mom's heart condition. She is the mother of someone I once loved. Marco? No, it's about you. What can you say that after what you did on our wedding day? I have no excuse for that. I'm really sorry. I don't need an apology right now. I've wanted to apologize for a long time. I didn't have the right to contact you, but I just couldn't let it slide this time. Thank you for telling me. I really should have stopped him, but I can't do anything. He's upset. I'm sorry if you're having a hard time. Well, maybe a little, but it's my choice. You know what? Why did you have an affair with Malco? Because was I that unreliable? Or because he's handsome? That's not it. I don't care about that. I like you because you were always so kind. Then why? Malco, you told me you were cheating on me. What? He showed me a picture of you and a woman holding hands. You guys looked so happy in the picture. That made me angry, so I had relations with him. Wait a minute. I didn't cheat on you. I know you didn't. He said the pictures were professionally edited. He blurted it out when he was drunk. Why did he do that? He said he couldn't stand that you had a good life. He told me the same thing the other day. But that doesn't change the fact that I did the worst thing I could have done. Even if you were really cheating on me, I can't do the same thing to you. Why didn't you tell me right away? I only had a relationship with him, but I got pregnant. Oh, so I thought I had no choice. I knew I had no choice but to live with Marco. So I gave up everything and followed Marco's plan to run away from the wedding. I thought you wanted to do that too. No way! The plan he told me was different. I thought we were quietly disappearing after the wedding. Marco told me a different story. He said you wanted him to come and get you like Prince Charming. There's no way I like that. He came with the tiny rusty moat. That was pretty amazing. Yeah, I've never felt so stupid in my life. But you went with him. If you had explained and apologized, it should have turned out better. I know, but Marco was cursing me every day. Excuse me? He said, no one would be happier about your baby. Your family will throw you down the stairs. You'll make your baby's life miserable. So I had no choice but to run with him. That guy. No. I'm trying to blame everything on Marco. I'm such a lousy woman. Kate. I'm sorry you had to hear all this. I'm glad you guys will be okay. I didn't know anything. What? Are you apologizing? Don't do that. You didn't do anything wrong. But I can't just say, oh really? And be done with it. I deserve everything that happened to me. I want you to be happy and not worry about anything. But have you forgotten? I'm the one who hecked out on everything. I ditched our wedding and the compensation for breaking off the engagement. Don't feel sorry for me. I've forgotten about that. You can't do that. Do me a favor. Be happy. You know what? You're back to Kate I knew when we were dating. I'm someone's mother. I have to be good. You're doing great. Someday, when I can afford it, I'll pay you compensation. I'm so sorry. Bye. Yay! Let's start fireworks in front of the house. The smoke will bother you guys. I don't see any smoke at all. Then, how about you blasting the cars? It's so loud you can't sleep. It's so quiet here. How long can you keep this up? Here are some more skyrockets. Don't you think it's a little dangerous? This is my house from today. I'm going to keep doing this until you guys leave. We are not there, so it doesn't bother us no matter how hard you try. Did you run away before I got here? Nope, we don't live there. Huh? That's the mafia's safe house. Look what you've come up with. If you're joking, say something funnier than that. It's true. No mafias would use a house like this. It is convenient because no one thinks so either. The mafia's boss I know bought the house. That's a lie. You're a serious guy. How could you possibly know someone like that? 6 months ago, I helped a guy who collapsed on the path. He was the boss of a mafia. What? It's a shortcut I use when I'm running late. It's a narrow path and people don't use it. No one noticed he was there. We used to go up the backwoods to catch bugs, right? That's the path. Yeah, during summer vacation. I think there's a path that leads out of the town. You found him there? That's where I saw the bloody boss. A mafia war? No, he was there for bug catching. He fell, hit his head, and passed out. What a man! He was conscious and didn't want me to call an ambulance. So I rushed home and drove him to the hospital. That's awfully realistic for a made-up story. I told you it's true. He says I saved his life. I've been in touch with him ever since. Well, let's say that's true. Why are we talking about selling the house? Mom is old and needs to visit her doctor frequently. She's too old to take the bus or the train. We were thinking about moving closer to the clinic. Then the mafia boss said he would buy the house? Well, that's one thing. It's close to the place for bug catching. He asked me to sell it to him if we were moving. He loves bugs? Is he Dr. Fabre? He says he read all the Fabre's book of insects. That's what I thought. He uses the house for bug catching. It's the boss and bugs hideout. It's not a mafia's safe house. Oops. I was told to say it was a safe house. I don't care about that. Are you still okay there though? Huh? If what I'm saying is true. Stop driving, guys. Stop making noise. Why are you messaging me? Oh, no. Stop the blasting and everything. You're still texting me. Oh no, the lights came on. It was dark until now. I can see people. I told the boss about you guys beforehand. He said he sent all the underlines out to meet you. Oh no. And about Kate? I don't care about her now. You should care about her. She told me everything. When did you guys talk? She told me you were trying to get into the house. That woman. You've been a real coward, haven't you? I don't know what she told you. She chose me over you. You forced her to do so, didn't you? Did she come crying to you? No. Kate never said anything. She just apologized. Is she acting like a good person now? I'll have to punish her when I get home. Do you always do that to her? What? You heard all that? No, I told my boss friend. Then his acquaintance did a lot of research. Huh? I didn't mean to pay any further. But if what Kate said was a lie, I was going to demand a lot of money. Is that what you were thinking? You don't have to be so vindictive. As a result, everything Kate said was true. So he went to apologize for doubting her. What? Did he go to see her? They are very disciplined like that. Wait a minute. Then, Kate has been working day and night. You're taking all her wages. Your buddies are always watching her for you. You can't escape. He saw everything. Damn. Kate's parents are on their way to pick her up. What? I was going to live happily ever after with her earning. What are you going to do about it? You won't have a happy future anyway with your current situation. But don't worry, the boss is very kind. He didn't call the police. He said you guys would talk it out. Oh no, many guys just came out of the house. But if we attack them together, my bodies are all gone. Did they betray you in an instant? Stop laughing and do something about it. They'll beat me up. Don't worry, you guys are going to have a little talk. I'm not in the mood for this. They are all looking at me. And thankfully, he's going to give you a great job. You can pay the compensation for a wedding and the engagement breakup. That's Kate's responsibility. He thinks you're the biggest loser ever. I don't want to hear that from a mafia. I agree with him. You are the biggest loser. You are my big brother. You'd have a guilty conscience doing this to me. Who? My brother disappeared 5 years ago beyond the stars. That again? Don't contact me ever again. Sorry, I'm sorry. Please help me. After that, Marco was taken inside the boss's house. I have no idea what happened to him. Neighbors said they heard someone's cries of despair throughout the night or not. Sometime later, I received some money in my bank account. It was compensation for breaking off the engagement and the wedding expenses for Marco. Kate is now living with her parents. She's working and raising her child and paying me the compensation monthly. I told her she didn't need to because Marco had paid it all. But she says that's not good enough. If that's what she wants to do, I'll accept it for now. I'm planning to give it to her someday, when her child grows up. I don't hold a grudge against her anymore, but that doesn't mean I will get back together with her. She sometimes visits us with her child. My parents love playing with her first grandchild. I would like to keep in touch with her as a good friend.
Sandra's husband sent me a Wagyu steak set again. She married to such a nice guy. You, on the other hand, you're so different from your sister Sandra. Sandra's husband is from the world's most prestigious family. Huh? I'm tired of hearing that. Is that all you wanted to say? If you're gonna talk about my fiancé again, I'm gonna end this conversation. That attitude of yours. You turned down a rich man that I arranged for you and engaged someone else. I thought you would bring a celebrity, but he was a shabby-looking man. I have right to be mad at you for not listening to me. I'm not your doll. This is my life. That attitude! Are we still having this conversation? You always tell me I'm wasting your time. Do you realize you are the one text me first? Really? You're jealous of Sandra, who married a rich man who is willing to take care of me. So, that's all you wanted to say? What? That's all. I'm still working, so bye. Sandra, your husband sent some gift to Mom again. Is he alright? Oh, Kate. Yeah, he did it again. He's probably using your credit card to send gifts. Aren't you gonna stop the credit card? I thought about that too, but I did something else. It's gonna be okay. Something else? I'll tell you about this next weekend when I see you. Oh yeah? Okay. Anyway, why is he sending one luxury item after another? Not to his own mother, to his mother-in-law. Didn't I tell you about his family? What? His mother is his stepmom. Oh, really? His mother died when he was 12. His dad and stepmom got married after he left for college. So, I don't know if that's why,
But there's something about Mom he dreams about.
Oh, that's... I get it. But still, he's using your money to send gifts to Mom. And to that mother of ours.
Well, I'll tell you about that next time I see you.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll be fine. But if you ever need help, just let me know.
Thanks. I'm sure you're busy with preparation for your wedding in 3 months. Let me know if there's anything I can do.
Yes, thank you. Kate, we're canceling the wedding today. There's no way you can do that on the day of the wedding. I have no intention of doing it and no reason to. Oh, don't worry. I've already called off the wedding.
Huh?
The rich guy I introduced to you is still interested in you. He said he'll give me $50,000 if I let him marry you. So, you're going to marry him.
I don't want to.
Huh?
The wedding venue called me to confirm the cancellation. Of course, I said we had no intention of canceling and that the ceremony would go on as planned.
What?
And we are already getting ready.
What are you going to do about him?
I don't know. If you're against my wedding, that's fine.
I set up a dinner tonight at a fancy restaurant. I won't let you marry that guy.
Mom, I asked the staff to escort you out, but why did you wear a morning dress to my wedding?
Oh, I was careless.
Careless?
I thought we were having your wedding and funeral together. But if the ceremony was that shabby, it would have been the same even if I wore a morning clothes.
Huh?
Because only 30 people were invited. It's such a shabby wedding. I just used my common sense.
You were kicked out because you have no common sense. We didn't want to have a big wedding, so we decided to have only family members there.
Well, I don't care about that. My goal is to stop you from getting married. After all that fuss, the groom would have given up on you, right? Come home now and get ready for the dinner.
I'm on my honeymoon now.
Huh?
And we did have our wedding. I even got the marriage certificate on the way to the airport.
What? After all that fuss?
It calmed down right away after you left.
Huh?
I made sure all the wedding staff knew about you as a person to be on the lookout for.
Huh?
Well, unfortunately, it seems that one of the staff members got money from you and let you in. Well, I think he got fired after that.
Wait.
By the way, Mom, did you hear from Sandra about my husband?
What? Why, Sandra?
I see. You're still not interested in talking about me, are you? Mom, you called my fiancé a shabby man. He's your Sandra's husband's cousin.
Huh? Cousin?
And he's the next CEO of Sandra's father-in-law's company.
Huh? The next CEO? Sandra's father-in-law's company? That's crazy! Then why was he wearing dirty work clothes when I saw him?
That's because you insisted him to come see you in an hour.
He was in his work clothes.
He works for his dad's painting company. He's a general manager now.
What?
He sometimes goes out to the site, so that's why he was in a work uniform. When you called him, he was at a job site, and he didn't have time to change.
Why didn't you tell me that first? If I had known...
I didn't want to tell you.
Huh?
When Sandra got married, I could tell you are thinking about using her and her husband. Hey, you cannot say that! Besides, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and that man you wanted me to marry is the shabby one that you hate so much. My fiancé found out who you wanted me to marry. First of all, I found out that he was the guy who told me a year ago, and I turned him down for a relationship. Then I found out that he was stealing money from his work. Stealing money? That $50,000 makes sense now, right? What? It's a good thing I decided to marry another man, right? Well... Bye, Mom. I'll never see you again. What? You can't do that! Now you are rich, you need to help me financially! I hate that kind of thinking. What? You married to Dad for his money, right? You spent all the inheritance he left for you in 2 years. Now you're after Sandra and me. Will you stop taking advantage of your daughters? Okay, I get it. Well, that's okay. I have Sandra. Sandra would help me. Sandra got divorced a while ago. What? Divorced? Let me explain. Sandra's father-in-law wanted her to become CFO of his company. Sandra is the CFO? And he also wanted her to marry his son. Sandra found out a lot about him after they got married. What do you mean? She found out that he's loose with money. Did you know that he was using Sandra's card to buy all the gifts for you? What? Sandra had her credit card registered on the shopping site. When Sandra found out about this, she changed her card information to her father-in-law's. What? Of course, she did it with his permission. But, do you know what this means? What? It means that now he used his father's card without permission. It looks like he used over $10,000 to buy different things. $10,000? Sandra divorced him mainly because of this. Of course, she got her money back. She also turned down the job offer and resigned. She's currently looking for a new job. What? She's not taking the CFO position? What is she thinking? I thought she was a smart girl. I never thought she'd do this to me. I think trying to use your daughter is worse. So, that's why neither of us will ever want to see you again. You need to understand, every good story has a backstory. So, Kate? I'm almost at the airport. Goodbye, Mom. Later that day, Sandra also told Mom that she's leaving her. When I turned on my phone after my flight, there were over 100 incoming calls from my mother. She also sent me a collection of complaints and rants about the disappearance of all the people around her. I wanted to see how she does before I block her number. My fiancé, well, my husband, he kindly decided to help my mom. He gave her a cleaning job at his company. She loves money and hates to work. But she finally understands that there's nothing else she could do at this point. I hope that one day she will be able to feel the gratitude of earning money by herself.
Hey, Karen, do you live in Greenville? Oh, Lena, it's been a while. What's with a question out of the blue?
I mean, I saw someone who looked exactly like you near Greenville Station today. She looked nobody else but you.
I did go out today and was at Greenville Station, but...
I knew it! So it was you I saw.
How long have you lived in Greenville? I've lived here since I got married. I like it because it's easy to get around and it's a nice place to live.
Since you got married? So that guy you were walking with today was your husband?
Yeah, that's right. I was out with my husband all day today. If you saw me, then it was my husband who was with me.
Oh, seriously? I only saw him for a distance, but he was so cool. He was tall and very handsome.
Oh, really? He's definitely tall, but I think his face is average. Besides, he's unreliable in many ways.
Is that so? But hey, does it matter if he's good looking? Besides, you're a serious person, Karen. I'm sure your husband is serious too, right?
Well, I think he's serious at heart, but not everything is all happy with him, you know. There's a side of him I'd never seen before marrying him.
Well, well, well. That's what marriage is all about, isn't it? Even you aren't perfect. Do you feel sorry for talking about your husband like that?
Yeah, you're right. So, why were you at Greenville Station? Didn't you say you got a job in your hometown, as I recall?
Well, yeah, I did, but I got fired from my job for a reason.
What? Fired? And getting fired from a company, that must have been pretty serious.
Well, don't get hung up on the details. And I was living in my parents' house, but my parents kicked me out. So I did some research on the internet. I found this place on the internet as a cheap and comfortable place to live.
Well, it's true that this area is not that expensive for a convenient place to live. Apartments and condominiums are also quite reasonably priced.
I wonder if that's true. I'm glad I moved here, but I didn't think too much about it when I moved here. So I'm in trouble because it's more expensive than I thought it would be.
Well, it would be tough if you were suddenly fired from your job. If you need any help, you can contact me. If there's anything I can do, I'll help you.
Oh, really? Then, can I ask you a favor now?
What? If it's something I can do.
You can do it, with ease. I want to go to your house sometime soon.
What? My house? I don't mind, but why?
Well, I'm pretty tight on money, so I thought I'd be treated for dinner at your place.
Ah, I see what you mean. I can't cook much, but I'm totally fine. I basically work from home, so you can come on weekdays.
No, I'll go on weekends.
Oh, really? Do you already have a weekday job?
No, my job is still just a part-time job. Your husband went out with you today, so that means he's off from work on weekends, right?
Yeah, well...
So I'll be there on Saturday or Sunday. I want to meet your husband.
You want to meet my husband? I don't think there's anything interesting about meeting him.
No way, because your husband is so handsome. Just meeting him and talking with him would be like a feast for the eyes. That's why I want to meet him and talk with him.
No, that's a little... I'm sure my husband would be puzzled to meet you out of the blue. Can't we do that some other time?
No, why? It's fine. Hey, Karen, we're friends, right? You told me earlier to tell you if there's anything you can do.
That's true, but...
Right? Then it's decided. I'll come visit you next Saturday.
What? Next Saturday?
I can't wait for a delicious meal. Well then, I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
1 week later. Lena, may I have a word?
Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry to have bothered you today. Oh, the food was so good. Karen, you're so good at making pasta.
Thank you. Anyway, isn't there something you want to say to me?
What? Something to say to you? I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll tell you. What was that attitude of yours today?
My attitude? What's up with that? I was just enjoying your house.
Don't play dumb with me. As soon as my husband greeted you, you suddenly started flirting with him. You were talking to him the whole time, totally ignoring my presence, weren't you?
Oh, that. Minor details. Sorry, I didn't think you cared, but I didn't mean to be flirting with him, you know.
What are you talking about? You were sitting right next to my husband on the sofa, and you were touching his body too. Did you think I didn't notice?
Oh, you were looking at me so closely, weren't you? Well, you were always in the kitchen doing stuff. I was hoping you wouldn't find out, but I guess you were watching all the time.
You seemed to be enjoying with such a happy laughter that I couldn't help but watch. So what are you trying to do? I don't think you'd normally treat someone's husband like that.
What? What, are you jealous?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying it's not normal.
Scary. You don't have to be so angry. Kevin is your husband. You should be more confident.
What's that? Lena, are you making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you. We've been friends since high school, right? I would never hurt my precious friend.
Then you're wrong about me. I don't feel good when you do that kind of things to me. I was hurt enough during the time you were at my place today, so don't do this anymore.
I can't believe you get hurt over something as small as that. You must have a hard time living your life, huh?
What's that? Don't you usually apologize first when someone feels bad about something you did?
Why do I have to apologize? I just want to be friends with my friend's husband. I don't have anything to feel guilty about.
Don't be silly. It's quite obvious that you have nothing but bad intentions.
Don't be so rude to me. If you're so anxious, let me visit your place again. Then I'll promise I won't do anything like that again.
Absolutely not. Please, don't come visit me again. 2 months later.
Attention, please.
Lena? What is it suddenly?
Today, I have an important announcement to make to you.
An important announcement? If you have something to tell me, can you hurry up?
Actually, I won Kevin's heart.
What? What do you mean, won? I don't understand what you mean.
I literally won his heart. Kevin has fallen in love with me. Now he is mine. He doesn't have feelings for you anymore.
What's that? Does that mean you had an affair with Kevin?
Why are you talking in the past tense? It's still ongoing. Actually, Kevin is at my place right now. He's been home late lately, hasn't he? That's because he's always at my place.
I can't believe it. How can you do such a thing without hesitation?
Because I did it in high school too. It's not that big of a deal.
High school? What are you talking about?
James, who you dated in high school. You were depressed because he suddenly dumped you, right? Actually, it was me who stole your high school boyfriend. And now, I've easily stolen your husband too.
I'm going to take you down if you don't take me seriously.
What? Take me down? Hey, Karen, what are you saying all of a sudden? You don't have the guts.
I've been aware of it for a while. You always look down on me. You've always made fun of me.
Of course! You noticed now? I've been looking down on you for a very long time.
Why are you so...
A boy I liked in high school liked you.
Oh, that's all?
Huh? What do you mean that's all? It was a big deal to me. That's why I stole your boyfriend. I even stole your husband this time. I was so happy to find out that you were around where I moved to. Thanks to you, I got my revenge.
Oh, I see. I was a little worried. That I might have done something to you that made you hold grudge against me for a long time. But now, I feel so much better. I'm convinced that it was Lena who was at fault. thank you.
Huh? What are you thanking me for? Do you realize that I have your husband now?
I do. You want me to divorce him, right?
Exactly. Kevin wants to get a divorce too. He was lamenting that you might not agree to it, but you seem fine.
Of course. I can't be married to someone who cheats on his wife. I'll leave Kevin to you.
Surprisingly, that went too well. Oh, by the way, that house you're living in right now, I'm going to ask you to move out of there too. You're prepared to do that, right?
A sure thing. I'll be out by the end of the week.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure, isn't it? Well, it would be miserable for you to ask your husband not to leave you. There's no way you would do such a thing in front of me, right?
So, are we done talking?
Yep. It's confirmed that Kevin will be mine. I'm done with you now. Now get divorced as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll do that. Well then, I wish you all the best. 1 week later.
Long time no see, Karen. I didn't expect you to really leave in a week. You surprised me and Kevin.
Well, a promise is a promise. So, what do you want?
I just thought I should give you a heads up.
Of what?
Thank you for getting a divorce so quickly. Kevin and I just registered our marriage. Your ex-husband and I are now a married couple.
Enjoy your life in hell.
Huh?
Well then, I hope you can make a living at best. Good luck.
Wait a minute. What was that?
What?
You just said hell. What do you mean life in hell?
I know it's the beginning of your hellish life, so I wished you luck. Was that hard to understand?
What are you talking about? I was able to steal Kevin away from you, whom I hate so much. And on top of that, I even got married to him, you know. How can I live a life in hell?
You just signed the papers, didn't you? It was fine that you took my husband away from me and got married to him yourself. But did you think about what happens after that?
Well, what do you mean by that? I took your husband and this house from you. I'm still ahead of you no matter how you look at it.
Even with 25 years left on the mortgage?
What? Mortgage? 25 years?
That's right. We bought this house 5 years ago with a 30-year loan. And it's in Kevin's name. So he has to keep paying for another 25 years.
No way! This house has that much loan left?
I guess you didn't expect that. You're just a part-timer, so you can't pay it, can you?
I have nothing to do with it. Besides, Kevin will pay off his loan. He works at a good company. He can easily pay off the loan.
Well, it would have been easy up until now.
What? What's with that meaningful tone? What do you mean, up until now?
Huh? You don't know about this yet? Kevin got caught cheating with his colleague and got fired, you know.
What? Cheating? My Kevin?
That's right. And it seems the other party was also married, and her husband is demanding compensation. It sounds like it's turning out to be a complete disaster. You're his wife, and you didn't know about it?
Shut up! Why would I know about such a thing? Kevin having an in-house affair? I thought I was the only one.
I guess not. By the way, as you can probably tell already, I'm going to charge you compensation too.
Huh?
What's wrong? You messed with my husband and drove us to a divorce. I'll charge you around $10,000.
Wait a minute. I told you I was working part-time, didn't I?
Yes, you did. What about it?
There's no way I can pay you $10,000. Don't be silly.
I'm not kidding. Did you really think there would be no repercussions? Are you crazy? The world is not that easy.
Oh no, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just took your husband away from you. That was supposed to be the end.
How can it end with you being the only one who's happy? I'm an eye for an eye type of person. Too bad for you.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize. I'll even give Kevin back. So please, forgive me.
I don't need that trash anymore. It's non-returnable.
Oh no, what am I going to do?
Well, I'm sure you'll get the bill in a while. You can look forward to it. After that, I then immediately hired a lawyer and asked Lena and my ex-husband for compensation in a lump sum. Since neither of them had enough money to pay in a lump sum, they had to borrow money to pay me back. On top of that, my ex-husband had to pay compensation for the other affair he had. As a result, they are so deep in debt. In the end, they could not pay the mortgage and had to sell the house. They are now living in a one-bedroom apartment together, struggling to make ends meet.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.